Hello and welcome to this Career Pilot short lesson, which is all about exploring careers and starting with you. Today in this session, you're going to spend a bit of time just thinking a little bit about yourself, thinking about your values, your strengths and your motivations. And hopefully by the end of the session, you'll have had an opportunity to explore some jobs that fit with those values. Along the way, you're going to have an opportunity also to practice your speaking and listening skills, both of which are really essential skills for the world of work. So as I say, we'll have a short introduction, and then we're going to be using Career Pilot to explore different jobs related to our interests and our values. And then finally, we come back together and share what we found out with a partner. Okay, so just to start with, there's a very well-known saying choose a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. Certainly, if you find a job where you can do something that you really enjoy doing or that you really care about or something that's a real strength of yours, then it's certainly going to make your working life more enjoyable. And given that you're going to be spending 30 or 40 years of your working life, it's really worth finding something that fits with your values and your interests. So imagine yourself in 10 years' time. You're doing a job you really love. The job really fits with your interests, your strengths and your values. Do you have an idea of what that job might be? Or do you have any idea of the kind of area in which the job could be? Maybe you don't have any idea at all, and that's absolutely fine. So this is an opportunity to start to think about the kind of area where you might like to work one day. So really, it all starts with thinking about what you care about or enjoy doing right now. Which subjects do you really enjoy studying at school? Are there things you really care about outside of school? Do you have any hobbies or interests that you really enjoy and want to pursue? So Career Pilot can really help you find jobs that fit with your values, strengths and interests. So very soon, we're going to be having an opportunity to have a look at Career Pilot, but I just want to talk you through what you will see when you log on. So first of all, you're going to be visiting the Career Pilot website. When you get there, you can register or sign in. If you've used Career Pilot before, you simply sign in with your password and your school email. If you haven't used Career Pilot before, you're going to need to register. So either way, you're going to the top right-hand corner of the homepage when you first arrive at Career Pilot, and you either sign in or you register and you fill in a short registration form. Just make sure when you fill in the form that you choose your school name from the drop-down list. This makes sure that your profile is attached to your school account. And as I say, if you've used Career Pilot before, then you just simply sign in with your email and password as you have done previously. Once you're into the website, you'll see this page, and today we're going to be focusing on Start With You. So it's number 1. When you click on Start With You, you'll see this page here. And we're going to focus on starting with a subject or starting with your values as a way to explore different jobs. There are other activities on there, but these are the two that we're going to be using today. So in terms of starting with the subject, when you click on there, you'll see a whole range of different subjects that you may be studying at school. So pick a subject that you really enjoy doing and do really well at, and just have a look at where it leads. So if you're really keen on biology, you can have a look and see all the different jobs that are related to biology and potentially the different courses or routes to that job or apprenticeships that might be of interest to you. Equally, you could have a look at starting with your values rather than the subject. So something you really care about, potentially even outside of school. So if you really care strongly about preventing climate change, there are actually a whole range of different jobs and many, many more jobs coming onto the scene that actually will help fit with that value, that are all about preventing climate change. So you can have a look at the different jobs and again, the different routes to get to those jobs. When you've found jobs listed that are related either to your favourite subject or to a value that's important to you, you can open those job profiles and have a look and see a little bit more about what the job would actually look like day to day. So you can find out what potentially you could be earning, so your salary. You can have a look and see whether the job is due to grow within the next few years, which is really important to make a note of. So here for this animal care worker job, you can see that actually those jobs are set to grow by 8%. So that would be a great job to be thinking about. So have a look at those. When you're having a look, just make a note of any jobs that you find that are of interest, and just make a note of the top line facts. So what would you earn? What might you be doing? And is that job set to grow? Any jobs that you find that are of interest or job sectors, you can click on the add button and that will remember them and keep them in your career tools so you can find them easily again next time. So as I say, you're going to have 10 minutes now to register on Career Pilot, then choose Start With You, then explore jobs either by your favourite subject or by a value that's important to you. And as you go along, make a note of any interesting jobs and tag any jobs that are of interest to be saved into your career tools. Okay, so I'm going to ask the teacher to pause the video now then, please, so everybody can have a go at that activity. Okay, just coming back together again then. Hopefully you found some jobs that interested you there, and perhaps jobs that you'd never even heard of before. So I'm going to ask you now to work just in 5 minutes with a partner, so somebody that you're sitting next to, and to take in turns and talk for 1 minute about one of the jobs that you found that was of interest. So I want you to tell your partner what the job title is, what the salary potentially was, will it grow in the future, and anything else that you found of interest. Listen really carefully to each other. And when somebody's finished talking, if the listener could then just summarise what they've just heard, just to show that they heard and were listening carefully, and then just swap roles. Okay, again, so I'm going to ask the teacher just to pause the video to talk to each other in partners. Okay, hopefully you found some interesting jobs there and that you enjoyed hearing what each other had been finding on Career Pilot as well. So just it remains to say, just do remember your password, because you can use Career Pilot at any time. You can log in at home to continue looking at different jobs and doing research into what your next steps might be. So Career Pilot is with you until you're 21. You can keep your account. So every time that you go back in there, don't forget to bookmark any areas of interest, and it will start to build up a profile for you. So it just remains to say thank you so much, and I hope you found this session useful, and good luck.